What? Good morning, everyone. My name is Byron Louis, Chief of the Okanagan Indian Band, and I'm here to speak to you on behalf of Chief and Council. As everyone's well aware, we've been providing periodic updates concerning what COVID and try to remind people that the importance of social distancing, staying 2 meters or 6 feet apart, limiting our contact with others, and also making sure that we protect our elders and try to at the same time try to keep in communications and continue on as best we can do. And it's important that we recognize that we can't drop our guard when it comes to this protection, and remembering that this is what got us to this point is us following that very strong practices of preventing the spread of COVID. And when we look at that, it's simple as, what's been said, keeping your distance, maintaining a small bubble or a group of people that you can talk to, interact with, and communicate with. And there has been a few cases that have been identified in our community, but these cases are now being, the families are isolated and the people are recovering from those, and that any contact that happened or exposure, those individuals that came in contact have been notified, and they too are being monitored and undertaking the preventative practice of isolation. This is good because, when you think about this, our long history of pandemics, is something that we should all remember. And it's not something that happened in the past and it happened a long time ago. Some of these pandemics are within the lifetime of our family members, and it affected, individual families. The impacts were horrendous. Where they had lost a majority of their family members. So it's not like we're strangers to pandemics, and we need to be vigilant. We need to be careful. We need to remember this is not our first rodeo when it comes to such diseases. And we have, there's smallpox vaccinations. Smallpox. There's going to be COVID vaccinations happening, and what they're going to do is look at how, starting with the most vulnerable, that is our staff, our frontline workers, our elders, people with compromised immune systems, and we want to get to at least 75% of our membership having a vaccination. And at that point, we hope that what's called herd immunization will take over at that place. But it's important that we get to that point, and when vaccinations start to roll out, that we encourage everyone to try to get in and to have their vaccinations. And we have health resources on reserve that can help. And again, if you have any questions or concerns regarding COVID-19, including testing, please call 250-541-7595. And a nurse is available Monday to Friday from 8 p.m. to 4:30. And it's also important that we try to practice kindness and to follow the COVID protocols. Again, what's been already said: wash your hands regularly, avoid touching your face, practice social distancing, 2 meters to 6 feet, wear a mask in public, avoid elders and vulnerable people, but please still keep in contact with them. Phone your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, everyone, and keep in contact. Because that is so important. And do not host or attend parties or gatherings outside your household bubble. Stay home. Avoid visiting outside of your immediate household. And please follow the advice of Dr. Henry, and limit contact to people within your household. And the vaccines have been promised to arrive at OKIB Health any day now. Although we do not have the exact date of arrival, upon arrival, we will be vigilant and make sure that you are contacted or the information is provided. So look on our website, look for any type of notice, and keep in mind that we're trying our best, and we hope to get as many of our population out here vaccinated. And I think eventually the restrictions will end, but not for the foreseeable future. I think that's one of the things that we have to accept and continue on. And although it's hard because there's been so many functions of inside of our community that we're no longer able to do, or following our usual practice and protocols. It's important that we not forget the purposes of us doing this and staying vigilant and avoiding large gatherings is to protect our loved ones, protect our individuals, but most importantly, protect the most valuable resource out there, which is our elders. And I encourage everyone to go back and re-listen to the words of our elders that were posted on Virginia Gregoire and Pauline Gregoire that talked about about these very issues. And in the words of Elder Virginia Gregoire, who had talked about the need to not be scared, but to do this in such a way that we protect ourselves, our family, and one another as community members. And those were wide words. So let's continue on to be strong, be kind, and we'll get through this. Thank you, everyone.